No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Slater. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And how about the big boys up front, paving the way, creating enormous hole to run through. And that wasn't even close. Like, third and short, maybe you'll get it. No. Clearly got it. Clearly dominated the line of scrimmage.
Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Mitchell. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Trying to do it on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Texas A&M going up tempo. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Breaks into the open. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to go up top on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using his legs, it's Hart. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. See what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now.
Dashing the knee on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tar Heels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone.
The defensive line got no pressure.
Touchdown, UNC!
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Norman. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the...
Turning it
to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Slater. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lanier. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes to the right. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by just 4 to Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know
Get the
Kevin and those
fuck
guys
out
will
of
be
here,
keeping
bro.
an eye on it.
Hold your block,
And
man.
the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This is a really important drive for this offense. They're sitting here down 2 touchdowns and needing to put something productive together now. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Norman. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the... And the Aggies headed quickly to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Shoots it to the left. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker is Hawkins. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Might be calling a hot route. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Oh, there's a loose football on that pitch. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He got it. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Slater. Fires left. Right on the money. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. He caught it.
Are you fucking kidding me, man?
Touchdown,
Don't make that fucking tackle, bro.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Scrambling away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Bringing it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the second half. Start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Wasn't ready for
Taking
the
a
throw
fucking playoff.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
There he goes. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Under fire.
Why is he wide open every fucking time, man?
Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, After starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. Just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 10 over Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. It's picked off, and another empty drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Toss to the outside. Got room to work. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Runs for the tackle. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Slater. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
On the run from inside his own 5. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire.
Bro.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Connection to the right. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a man. It's Slater. Sets up the screen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Like, why is my AI just sitting there, bro?
Touchdown, Tar Heels!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Got a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 36-yard line, and boy, you can live with that kind of return every time. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Might be changing the route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. But guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
What the fuck?
And
You
he'll be
gotta
brought
be crazy.
down after a solid
New
effort
return
on that
chances.
return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
if I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
That's the fucking
And
ball,
it
bro.
slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it, and it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.